So we've been talking about the 4 C's for strategic leadership. They are character, competence, confidence. In this session, I want to talk about one that's really critical to your success and your influence, and that is communication. Now, what does it take to be a great communicator? Well, the number one probably thing that you need to be able to do well is to listen. Because if you're going into a leadership setting, if you're going to a leadership opportunity, whether it's ministry, whether it's nonprofit work or the corporate C-suite, or maybe a leadership quorum somewhere, or the boardroom, wherever that is, wherever you're wanting to administer influence, one of the most important skills that you must develop is the art of communication. So communication is a number of things. Number one, it is tremendously effective listening. And it's not just listening to the words that are being spoken. It's listening to the spirit and the heart of what's being said. You want to listen beyond the words. You want to hear some of the hesitancies, the fears, some of the things that the person across the table or across the room are actually saying, but they're not saying. Listening is important. In fact, in my mind, one of the greatest communication skills is asking the right questions. We call this Socratic questioning. You may have the answer. You may have the exact solution. You may have the exact silver bullet to solve the problem, and you can say, this is what you need to do. Well, you can communicate that idea, but here's the thing. If you ask a series of questions and lead that person to discover and to understand what the solution is, and they say, here's what we need to do, well, now they own it. Another part of communication is this, the heart from which you speak. Now, one of the key things that I try to do on this program, and on public speaking, is I want to be as authentic and as transparent and as real as it gets. I want people to feel genuinely that they can trust me. I don't want to project some big image or some big thing. I just want to be Brian. I just want to be an open book. I want my life, my story, my message to be out there, and I want people to feel as though they can connect. Because when someone connects with what you're saying, now you can lead them. If there's always this disconnect or this distrust that stays intact, then you're going to have a hard time getting someone to follow you where you're trying to get them to go. So it's not just the words you speak. And by the way, those are very important. Be prepared in your meetings. Be prepared when you give public talks. Those things are very elementary. But I'm talking about, how do people perceive you when you speak as it relates to the heart you have for them, for their cause, for their good? Do they really believe you care? Do they really believe you want to see their best interests served? That is the art of communication. One more thing I'll say about communication is this. Tell the truth. Always speak the truth. Don't Barbra Streisand people. It'll take you all a minute to figure that out, but don't do that. Speak truth. Always be honest. Always speak with integrity. Always toe the line. Don't be manipulative in the way you get to something. Just be real. Be honest, because that, my friend, will never fail you. The 4 C's, the character of your heart, the integrity you walk in, the honesty you serve in, your good name, a good reputation, those things are important. The second C, of course, is competence. Do you have the goods, or are you just pretending like you have the goods? Do you have the knowledge, the skill sets, the solutions, the abilities? Have you worked at becoming the expert that someone needs you to be in order to solve their problem? Are you competent in the job you're trying to do? The third C is, of course, confidence. This has more to do with the internal things than it does the external things. It has to do with the condition of your own heart, your own belief systems, what you believe to be true. And lastly, of course, communication. Speak with an honest heart. Be transparent. Be real. Ask questions. Listen. These are incredible, incredible things that you must master if you're going to live out your life with strategic influence. I want you to do that. I want you to work on these areas. Maybe inventory your own heart and life and determine which of these do I need to focus on developing more and more. My name is Brian Holmes. Thank you so much for joining us. And I might add, just as a tag on the end of this video, you see I'm standing at a beautiful place. You're looking behind me here at Cathedral Rock in Sedona, Arizona. Beautiful place. I'm outdoors. Little wind in these videos, but you know what? I couldn't think of a better place to bring this to you, the 4 C's of strategic leadership. God bless. We'll see you soon.